Welcome back to Viet Flavours. Today we're making Korean pork bone soup, also known as Gamjatang. This dish is all about deep, comforting flavors. Tender pork bones simmered for hours until the meat is fall off the bone soft, in a rich, savory broth infused with Korean spices and aromatics. It's hearty, a little spicy, and incredibly satisfying. Perfect for a cozy meal. What makes this soup special is the combination of bold seasoning and that signature creamy, collagen-rich broth that develops from slow simmering. Let's look at the ingredients we'll need. For our main components, we have 1.1 kilograms of pork neck or spine bones, 150 grams of napa cabbage, 2 medium potatoes, 1 onion halved, 4 cloves of crushed garlic, 5 thick slices of ginger, 2 green onions, and a few perilla leaves, which are optional but highly recommended for that authentic flavor. Now for the broth and seasoning, we'll need 2 tablespoons of doenjang, which is Korean soybean paste, 2 tablespoons of gochujang, or Korean chili paste, 1 tablespoon of gochugaru chili flakes, 1 tablespoon of soy sauce, 1 tablespoon of fish sauce, plus some extra salt and mushroom powder to adjust to your taste. As a final touch, we'll reserve 1 tablespoon of sesame oil to drizzle in at the end, and some toasted sesame seeds to garnish right before serving. The first step is preparing the pork bones. Soak them in cold water for 1 to 2 hours to draw out any excess blood. Then give them a thorough rinse under running water to get them ready for blanching. Place the bones into a soup pot and add enough water to cover them. Bring everything to a boil and let it go for 10 minutes. Once that's done, drain the bones and rinse them clean. Make sure to give the pot a good scrub as well, since we'll be using it for the main cooking. Now return the cleaned bones to the pot and add the onion, garlic, and ginger. Pour in enough water to generously cover the bones. Keep in mind that this soup will be simmering for quite some time, so some of the liquid will evaporate during cooking. We'll also be adding the potatoes and napa cabbage later on, so it's better to start with a little extra water. Bring the pot to a gentle simmer and cook on medium-low heat for 1.5 to 2 hours. As the bones slowly cook, they'll release their flavor, collagen, and marrow into the broth, creating that rich, hearty character that makes the soup so satisfying. While we wait for the soup to simmer, let's prepare the vegetables. Chop the napa cabbage into bite-sized pieces, finely chop the green onions, and cut the potatoes into large chunks. These potato chunks are key. As they cook later on, they'll release their natural starch, adding another layer of richness that makes the broth even more wonderfully satisfying. About 2 hours have passed, so let's take a look at our soup. Wow, just look at that. The broth has developed a beautiful, rich, milky appearance, and the meat is now wonderfully tender. At this point, I'll remove the onion and ginger, as they've already done their job flavoring the broth and we need some room for the vegetables. Now it's time to build those classic Korean flavors. Add the soy sauce, fish sauce, doenjang, gochujang, and gochugaru. Give everything a good stir until the seasonings are completely dissolved into the broth. Now add the potatoes and let them cook for about 15 to 20 minutes, or until they're tender. Once the potatoes are ready, add the napa cabbage and continue simmering for another 10 minutes, allowing the cabbage to soften and absorb all those wonderful flavors from the broth. At this point, we can give the soup a taste and make any final seasoning adjustments. I'm just going to add a little mushroom powder and a touch of salt, as the broth already has a fantastic depth of flavor. To finish, drizzle in the sesame oil, then turn off the heat. Sprinkle over the chopped green onions, and if you're using them, add the perilla leaves for that distinctive, authentic Korean aroma. Ladle the soup into serving bowls, making sure everyone gets some of those tender bones and perfectly cooked potatoes. To finish, I'll garnish with a sprinkle of toasted sesame seeds and some extra chopped green onions. The bright green looks stunning against that rich, deep red broth. Serve it piping hot with a bowl of steamed rice and some kimchi on the side for the ultimate comfort meal. Enjoy! Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this recipe, please give this video a like, subscribe to Viet Flavours, and share it with your family and friends. We'll see you in the next video.